Hey there, my name is Sage and you are watching D&D Daily. Today I'm going to be doing a character build, the Bounty Hunter. In order to play the Bounty Hunter, you are going to want to be a Pallid Elf Arcane Archer with the Urban Bounty Hunter background with the Fey-touched feet. I wanted to lean more into the Arcane side of the Arcane Archer because ironically the Samurai and the Battlemaster actually do the Archer side of things better than the Arcane Archer. The Bounty Hunter was once an honorable member of the Elven equivalent of the police force. She would hunt down criminals and saw herself as a protector of justice. However, over time she would grow jaded because as hard as she worked, it seemed the world would never become a better place. She developed a gambling and drinking problem and over time racked up debt. The debt has gotten to the point where she has to act and can no longer just spend her time running away from it. So she turned to doing bounties to make enough money to pay for her lifestyle and her debts. She's recently gotten a big job but knows she can't handle it on her own. She's looking for a party to help her finish the job and get paid. The personality of the bounty hunter is that she is thriftless. She spends money as fast as she can make it despite her debts. She is tenacious because she has to be in order to catch her elusive prey. She is also hedonistic. She likes her parties and L. Like I said before, she is jaded. She's seen the underworld and now dabbles in it. This is reflected through her urban bounty hunter background, which allows her to have contacts in society and the underground simultaneously. She is very skilled. She was good at her job and well trained in it. And she is also tactful. She likes to plan her attack before initiating it. In combat, the bounty hunter is a long-ranged single target damage with a minor in control. She is excellent at locating and catching enemies. In combat, grasping arrow is our go-to special arrow. It slows them down, ruins their action economy, and deals damage, all in one arrow. Fey-touched gives us access to Hex, which gives us a solid boost to our damage output thanks to our many attacks, and if we target a strength check when using Hex, it can make it much harder for our enemies to remove our grasping arrow. So there is some excellent synergy there. From our race, we get invisibility, which helps us sneak up and ambush our prey or escape a plan gone wrong. Misty Step from our feet is super flexible and helps us catch up to enemies, escape situations, and take great positioning as an archer. The next arrow we pick at 3rd level is Seeking Arrow, which we can be used to chase those who are running away from us who have left our sight so we can track them down. This is why we don't take Hunter's Mark because there's a lot of overlap between that tracking aspect. Out of combat, we make for a decent infiltrator, scout, and sentinel. Use your ear to the ground background feature to find informants to help you maneuver new cities and political landscapes. During our downtime, we want to take on bounties, make money, and spend it poorly. We would also advertise our services and make sure that everybody knows a bounty hunter is nearby. We would lean on our background feature, ear to the ground, to accomplish this. And finally, we would track our targets, plan our attacks, and initiate them. The key mechanics of playing the bounty hunter is that dexterity is our standout most important stat, followed by intelligence to make sure our arrows have as high as a DC as possible. Wisdom is also important for our skill checks, and constitution keeps us alive. From our background, we want to get the investigation and stealth skills, and from our class, we want insight and perception. That's a good set of skills to do the job we need to do. We use a bow, so we have our bonus action open for Misty Step and Hex as needed. By being a Pallid Elf, we get advantage on our investigation and insight skills to further help us along. And as I said before, I wanted to lean more into the arcane side of things so that the race we chose and the feat we took is all about getting more spells to get us into that kind of magical mindset. Our biggest weakness is close quarters combat. We are an archer, we definitely prefer to be at range, and because we have so many stat splits, our constitution is going to be lower than most fighter counterparts. Thanks to our low charisma, our social interactions are also not great. We are jaded and it shows. Most people do not get along with our abrasive attitude. As an NPC and using it as an antagonist, the bounty hunter can be used if the party has had one too many run-ins with the law and now they're being hunted down for money. On the other end, if the party needs to hunt down a bounty, they might hire the local bounty hunter to help them track it. In such a combat encounter, that it would be more of an ambush style where it's a hard hit, and if it doesn't work, she would escape, but it would be a planned attack, maybe with traps involved, maybe allies. The key note of playing the bounty hunter is that fantasy where we are a trained hunter trying to track down our targets and bring them in alive for some money. How would you use the bounty hunter in one of your games? What would you do to make your way cooler? Let us know in the comments down below. We are D&D Daily. We release new D&D content every single day, so if that's interesting to you, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow.